Assalamualaikum, my name is Aqil Faiz bin Mohamad Ramezan with metric number 72123. I will be present research proposal with title Synthesis and Characterization of Molecular Imprinting Polymer for Removal of Dyes. We will start with introduction and literature review, that is molecular imprinted polymer and textile dyes. Dyes have been widely used in many industries, especially textile industry, because it is colored substance. According to Desora and Narula 2017, the textile industry is one of the most global industry because it is such an important part of people's life. Dyes is soluble organic compound, especially derivative, direct base, and acid. It also have high solubility, while molecular imprinting creates as receptor structure and as imprinted silica gel network by Polyalov in 1930. Then their function was developed until now. Molecular imprinted polymer widely used in chemical analysis because it can be as mimic antibodies and then to detect, separate, and increase contaminant. Molecular imprinted polymer operate based on lock and key mechanism and have three interactions, that is covalent, non-covalent, and semi-covalent. Molecular imprinted polymer is essential in many industries. Next, I will be talking about problem statement or objective. As I mentioned before, the dyes have been widely used in textile industry. However, the usage of dyes have caused pollution due to direct effluent from textile industry. According to Gyanendra 2015, the waste from textile industry contributes 17% to 20% of water pollution from coloring and finishing process. The color from the dye reduces the oxygen level and disrupt the photosynthetic process. So their uses will interrupt the environment. To reduce the pollution, the molecular imprinted polymer have been used to remove the dye in wastewater due to its high selectivity recognition ability to remove different type of pollutant. So the ability of molecular imprinted polymer have been determined and been synthesized in order to remove the textile dye in wastewater. There are three ways to produce molecular imprinted polymer, that is inversion, synthesis, and soft lithography. Then we move to methodology. Congo red dye will be used in the extraction. The methyl sulfoxide will be as pyrogen, methylacrylic acid will be as functional monomer, and 2-azobisonitrile act as initiator. 1 mole of Congo red dye added into conical flask containing 10 ml of dimethyl sulfoxide, then 4 mole of metacyclic acid and 20 mole of ethylene glycol dimethyl acrylate added into the conical flask. To initiate the reaction, 0.03 gram of 2-azobisonitrile added to act as polymerization initiator. The mixture was polymerized at 60 degrees Celsius water bath in first 6 hours and 80 degrees Celsius for next 2 hours. To determine the extraction, the sample will be shaken at 150 rpm for 6 hours and then centrifuged for 40,000 rpm for 10 minutes. The efficiency of extraction of Congo red dye by the molecular imprinted polymer will be determined by a UV vis spectrophotometer and by using this equation. In this study, we will find that molecular imprinted polymer could help in removal of dye via non-covalent interaction. Also, it is an effective way as we determine the effectiveness with UV vis spectrophotometer. So the red dye could be extracted from the wastewater. For the work plan, the proposal is made in March 2021 until May 2021. Then after the mistake was identified by Dr. Aina, the final proposal is submitted in June. Then the presentation is today, that is June 2021. So here are the reference. In conclusion, the molecular imprinted polymer shows that it can reduce the pollution by extraction of dye in wastewater with its ability, that is high selectivity and selectivity, and with lock and key mechanism. Thank you.